This guy added $815,000 to the value of his commercial property. And the crazy part is, he did it in one weekend.
So how long did it take you to knock this up?
1 weekend. Yeah, so we did it over the Easter weekend.
I flew out to Melbourne to understand how he managed to add $815,000 by only spending $55,000.
Going by the valuations, I think we can increase the value by around $800,000. Yeah. 800K.
That's not a bad return for percentage-wise. And
in this video, we'll share with you how Tim did the simple renovation that unlocked $815,000 in property value, what some of the challenges were in executing this deal, the exit strategy he used to maximize the return of his $55,000 investment.
All right, so while we're here today is obviously we're going to go do a deal breakdown, one of your deals. So you've just bought a warehouse and you're doing a mezz floor on it, and obviously improving the value there. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So we looked this property in July 23. We bought it with a long settlement because we had a construction site next door. 8 months settlement, bought it for $1,750,000. And we settled on the 7th of March.
Yep.
So round about a month ago.
Yep. So it's just an empty shell warehouse, and then you're putting in a mezz floor, which we'll do a walk around through later. And how much do you think the increase in value is going to be?
So I ran the numbers. I have 2 valuations. So the valuers applied a square meter rate of $5,800, around that. So going by the valuations, I think we can increase the value by around $800,000. Yeah. 800K.
That's not a bad return for percentage-wise, and this isn't just a luck one. This is your 5th project as well, so it's not you definitely know what you're doing, which is really cool.
Yeah,
but no, I'm keen to do a bit of a walk around. We'll show the people what it's about. So.
Sure, let's do it.
So how many in the block? So you're number 9. So
yeah. So there are a few in the block. What's interesting here is the zoning. I don't know if you know a lot about Port Melbourne, but this area is transforming. It goes from industrial to a lot of residential, and I think we're going to see
vacancy rates are really tight here as well. There's not many for lease signs at all, which is really good. So it's only getting better. Cool. So bought this. So floor space again. How big is the floor space?
Down here we have 220 square meters, and then we had the office upstairs, which was around 65.
So just that back section.
Correct.
So you see the difference in like the purlins.
Exactly, and then we are adding here another 140 square meters.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus this here. So I'm going to show you the valuations after, but this was, so both valuations were similar, but very different on this part. One of the guys said there's not net lettable area.
Yeah.
And the other one had it as part of the office.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why one of the valuations came in 100K higher than the other one.
Yeah. But it also depends on what type of kind of demographic, because some will charge a different square meter rate for an office space, some will charge different for a typical like mezz storage area, and other ones want things. So it depends, but this type of one, they're going to count every bit of square meters, which is really nice.
Yeah, so especially we're going to make we put a kitchenette in there, so this is going to be a kitchen area. So let's see what the valuer says when we're done. Yeah. So I hope he's going to add it to the square meterage.
It's a small percentage. Anyway. The numbers that we're looking at, it doesn't matter. You're talking a very small percentage of profit for the uplift. Like you would not walk away for the deal because of that. So you don't find. So you've basically built from the office back to being still in the floor. So how much does this cost?
Mezzanine itself?
Yeah, the whole mezzanine.
For us, with permits and everything, we spent probably 50, 55.
Okay. That's very cool. So how long did it take you to knock this up?
1 weekend. Yeah. So we did it over the Easter weekend.
So that's the point, guys. And mezz is a very easy, quick way of increasing the value.
That's the coolest thing. So we
What about applications with like council on that? How long did that take you?
So the planning permit, or when we bought this, there were some funky permits in place. Yeah. One of them was the mezzanine, and there was actually another permit in place that you can take this down and build an 8-story residential building.
Oh, really? Like next door?
Yes, correct. Yeah, crazy. So I don't really know how this should work, but we have a permit for it.
Yeah, I imagine the previous owner was trying to work out best cost of value.
He actually was an architect.
Oh, was he? So he knows the system.
Yeah. And he did, before COVID, he got the planning in place, everything was ready, pre-sales done, and then COVID hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So is this similar to what you've done on the other warehouses as well?
Yeah. On the other ones we kept, or on some of them we kept it more as storage mezzanines.
That's what I was going to ask you. Typically more office or storage?
Yeah. So it has pro and cons. Obviously, like you just said, storage is easy. We put that up on a weekend. But if you do an office fit outs, obviously you get more.
Furnishings are more expensive, some on aircon, there's more,
and then you need you need another building permit for the office fit out, you know. So.
I think it's harder for investors to work out like what percentage of office to make because it really depends on what area. Whereas if you're in that kind of grubby industrial one, it doesn't matter, they just want floor space. So it doesn't matter what it looks like, just give them floor space and that's where you get. So the office is the hard one.
Yeah,
but,
true.
This is looking really nice, man. So yeah, show me upstairs.
Good, awesome, let's go.
So you're going to keep downstairs just for some storage?
Yeah, correct. We have a lot of machinery and equipment, bolts, nuts, and all this kind of stuff.
Here's the area that no one wants to touch.
So this will be the kitchen area, small kitchen. And then we got 140 square meters here. We're going to put some windows in the back, and then offices over here. Conference room.
I love you've done this in a weekend.
Yeah, do you want to jump on?
Yeah, let's start.
This unfortunately was a little bit awkward because, unfortunately this sits a bit too high, but we're going to box it out.
Cupboards or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So I can't remember, did you have a door, a front door, and is the aim going to probably keep that closed, or are you just going to use that as a main door you can open every day as well? Because how often are you going to use the storage?
You mean the roller door?
Yeah.
I mean, this will be boxed out, you know, so we're not going to see this anymore. And then obviously the view, that's probably the highlight.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
It's amazing like how close this is to actually Melbourne. Like when I actually come here, I was like, oh, this is going to be a really dirty industrial report area. And you actually come here and you're like, oh, Melbourne's right there. So,
definitely.
Location-wise, you're never being priced out. You still worked out, you're still well in advance.
Yeah.
I've had personally on one of my cafes, I've got a freestanding cafe in Brisbane, completely renovated the whole building free of charge. Like,
awesome.
because that increases his business and increases the value. As soon as he finised, I went straight to the banks and put up 300K. And I was like, oh, let's go again. You know, that's to do with residential. You can't, like, they're not going to renovate your property for free.
No.
That's really cool, man. But no, you've killed it. I love it.
Awesome.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
Thank you, man. No, thank you.
This is one of the many examples I've seen my clients do and something unique to commercial properties. If you're interested in or want to understand what opportunities I can help you with, or if you have any questions about commercial property investing in general, make sure you get in touch. See you guys.